Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. Thank you for taking time out of your day to check the video out. We have more PlayStation news, rumors, and leaks to go over and cover here today. So as always, before we dive into the topics, if you end up enjoying the video, be sure to leave it a like. And if you are new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button as well. We're starting here with what I believe to be a very significant update when it comes to PlayStation's live service plans. This is something that I just recently came across, and it's definitely going to have an impact on the future of PlayStation. So I wanted to go over it here with you guys and give my thoughts on it. So I came across an article from Push Square where the title reads, PlayStation, Bungie still going ahead with internal live service team. And at first, I thought that this was just in regards to that kind of spin-off Bungie team or whatever that was now going to be a PlayStation Studios team that was going to be working on a game, but it seems like it's actually much more significant than that. It says here there's been little mention of the SIE Live Service Center of Excellence since Sony acquired Destiny 2 team Bungie a few years ago, but it still sounds like the initiative is going ahead in some form. Bridget O'Neill, a lead figure at Bungie Creative Studios, has shared her team will be joining PlayStation to build the foundation for a creative team that support all PlayStation Live Service games. O'Neill continued, this opportunity to share our experience working on Bungie titles with other studios that are building live service games is so exciting. Live service is hard and comes with a unique set of challenges, so with PlayStation and Bungie working together, we will be able to give a huge jumpstart on development for new games as they enter this super competitive market. So it says here, since purchasing Bungie, the PS5 maker has released Helldivers 2 and Concord into the live service market, two very contrasting successes. It also has Fair Games and Marathon on the way from Haven Studio and Bungie respectively. In the same period, a multiplayer spin-off for The Last of Us from Naughty Dog was canceled, and we talked all about that. But yeah, this is something that I think is absolutely worth highlighting because it seems like it's a bit of a shift in a way for Sony's live service plan, where we are seeing them take certain individuals from Bungie to form a new internal team where this internal PlayStation team is specifically tasked with overseeing all of Sony's live service games, almost like a live service support team. And what's really, I think, fascinating about this, I mean, at least for me, is the fact that Sony still has this type of faith in Bungie. I mean, to be fair, I'm not really sure what other options they would have. They did spend $3.6 billion on Bungie. So the idea of kind of like handpicking a couple of people that seem like they, really know what they're doing at Bungie and bringing them over to PlayStation to form a new internal team who's going to be responsible for overseeing their live service games. I mean, after seeing what happened with Concord, and again, knowing they spent $3.6 billion on Bungie, I kind of understand why Sony's like, we should still try to do something here. But still, I mean, you look at the struggles that Bungie has faced, and it's like, I don't know that this is the wisest decision because, again, you're taking employees from a company that couldn't manage themselves. They couldn't even maintain their own live service roadmap or pipeline to a degree that it can just remain sustainable. Bungie's been running into a lot of problems, so it makes me kind of nervous that Sony's still going through with this. However, there's something else here that I do want to mention before moving on that fascinates me, and it's the idea of the canceled Last of Us multiplayer game. If you recall, Naughty Dog said that the reason why they canceled it wasn't because there were development problems, wasn't because the game was bad or not coming together. It was simply because they came to the abrupt realization that, wait a second, this is a live service game. We're going to have to support this for years to come. We don't want to do that. We want to keep making single player games. We can't have like hundreds of devs working on, constant seasonal content for this game. And that's why they ended up scrapping it. But from everything we heard, this Last of Us Online game was actually very, very good. Now, when I look at this, the idea of a dedicated PlayStation support team for live service games, is it possible? I mean, I'm just spitballing here, but is it possible that we could end up seeing something done with this Last of Us live service game, because I mean the code is still there, right? Like the game is still there somewhere in their servers. Could the game maybe eventually get a proper release and then be handed off to this new team to be able to just continue to make seasonal content for it? I don't know. Maybe I'm taking this way too far. Maybe they have zero plans for that with this new team that's being formed. But this is something that I do think we're going to want to pay attention to, because Sony is not giving up on live service even after what we saw with Concord. In fact, they're still putting their faith in certain people that work at Bungie. Who knows? Maybe Sony has this kind of confidence where it's like, we see the talent over there at Bungie. Like, we know that there are people there that know what they're doing in this space. They just need better management, right? They need better upper management. And maybe that's where, Sony can fulfill that by them being part of PlayStation Studios. But yeah, definitely a significant thing here. We're going to want to pay attention to this. We're going to see what comes of this, but I had to let you guys know about it. We're moving on to the next topic, though, which talks about how apparently LEGO was the one who pitched the LEGO Horizon idea. Being reported by Push Square, it says there's a strange recurring sentiment within the PlayStation community that Horizon is getting too many games, but it's LEGO who came up with the idea of LEGO Horizon Adventures. You may recall Guerrilla and the Danish brick manufacturer collaborating on an awesome tall neck set a few years ago. This sparked an idea at the toy maker, and the rest is history. We were all fans of Horizon, Kate Bryant, a project lead on LEGO branded games, told the Washington Post, so we had a direct conversation with Guerrilla where we came to the table and said, hey, this tall neck set looks really cool, but you know what would be even cooler? We fully expect them to go, yeah, that would be cool, and nothing would come of it, but they actually matched our enthusiasm. Guerrilla turned to UK team Studio Gobo to co-develop the game. We came from making smaller games and games for children, lead game designer Tono Gonzalez said, adding that Amsterdam First Party's expertise has been invaluable. They bring so much knowledge on how to make something larger than life. And so I had to mention this to you guys because it is kind of, I think, interesting to get this level of insight where, yeah, we do see a bit of complaining, which I think is understandable, where it's like, Sony's doing too much with Horizon, Guerrilla's doing too much with Horizon, maybe give it a rest. But I think it does kind of reveal something here where it's like, this actually wasn't Guerrilla's idea. This was, LEGO's idea. We're like, do you want to do this? And I feel like if you're Guerrilla, like, yeah, you're not really going to pass up that opportunity, right? It does make me wonder if LEGO's interested in approaching other PlayStation studios and asking them, hey, are you interested in, making a LEGO version of this game or that game? But there you go. Had to share that with you. Moving on to the next topic here, we have more info on the physical edition of Black Myth Wukong. It says Game Science and PM Studios have revealed the Black Myth Wukong PS5 physical edition. It will be available at the PM Studios store and retailers in North America, South America, Europe, Australia, and New Zealand soon. The Black Myth Wukong PS5 physical edition brings one of 2024's best-selling games to physical retailers. There isn't much about the disc version that stands out. Like any PS5 physical edition, it comes with the game enclosed in the platform's blue casing. It does include the Deluxe Edition voucher, giving players the same Deluxe Edition offerings of the digital version. So that's something that's worth noting here. But PM Studios took to X to clarify some questions about the physical edition and its Deluxe Edition voucher. The base game will be on the disc, and an internet connection is not required to play. However, the Deluxe Edition voucher is a code that will require an internet connection to redeem. So, some people had concerns here when they heard about this, like, if I buy this, is the entire game going to be on the voucher? No, literally just the Deluxe Edition contents, which, I mean, you have basically 3 or 4 digital items on that voucher. It says the price of Black Myth Wukong PS5's physical edition has not yet been announced. Currently, the game costs $60, and the base, that's for the base game. For the Deluxe Edition, it's $70. So, the assumption is that the price is going to be the same when we get that for the physical version, but who knows, maybe it could be a little bit more expensive. But there you go. There's no release date, but it is worth noting that it is going to be coming out this year. I believe that is something I read, and they did confirm. So there you go. But the final topic here talks very briefly about Call of Duty Black Ops 6. A lot of PlayStation players are going to be downloading this game soon. And unfortunately, it will not have a platinum trophy on PS5. And this is something that is becoming very frustrating, I think, for any Call of Duty fan who plays on PS5, where it's going to be listed as, and this is just so sad, it's going to be listed as a DLC for Modern Warfare 2, which came out in 2022. Not even Modern Warfare 3, like, because MW3 was also listed as a DLC. So it will still have like 44 trophies in total, but if you're on PS5, you cannot get the platinum. This is very disheartening, I think, for trophy hunters. But the good news is the PS4 version will have a platinum. So if you know, there's still a way to earn the Black Ops 6 platinum, but you have to do so by playing the PS4 version. So there you go. I just wanted to take a moment to let you guys know about this, but yeah, really hope this isn't something that continues, but something tells me this is exactly how it's going to be, you know, every year going forward with Call of Duty. But guys, that's going to do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it informative. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notification icon, and feel free to share the video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.